order. We begin with a roll call. Romelia, you want to do that now?
It's whatever you prefer.
I'm going to do it. Romelia Castellimon. Yeah, Mr. Peter Venegas is absent. Mr. Rich Gonzalez is absent. I'm present. Mr. Jordan. Jesus Martinez. Looks like we do have a quorum. The next item on the agenda would be the approval of minutes. I don't know if everyone has had a chance to review the minutes from our last meeting of November 13th, 2019. Approve these minutes of November 13th, 2019. Is there a second? A second. Okay. All those in favor? The next we have anyone with anything on that?
Adrian?
No, sir. No. I passed that item. Item number 5 is the presentation and discussion of flushable wipes from the Utilities Department.
We got a collection superintendent for the Utilities Department. I take care of the sewer city. I am the one who deals with the wipes. So it's a I don't think it's but we have some let me show you. When we clean the lines, we have I can 30-inch line running down 36 and so. And we've been cleaning it, and this is the way it comes out. If you see, that's a big nozzle that we have. It's about this fissure, and every time we bring it out, it's full of whiteness. I mean, it's full of whiteness. So when we a big mess, and we have truck. You've seen the big vacuum trucks that look like an elephant. They have a 6-yard tank. That's 3 to 4 cubic yards of whiteness that we take out of the streets. Every two we have a drying bed. I thought I brought that. That's not every day, but we have this is well, I thought that's a dry bed that we have is about the size of 2 to 3 weeks, and it's full of grease, white piece, dirt, of course, rocks that we take out of the sewers. So we have a nice mess. So the problem. Because actually they flush in, but they don't flush out. They stay in there. So we have a big problem, and this is not a local problem. This is a problem that is global. I mean, every country has this problem. I had probably that has full of grease and white piece, and it costs them $1 million to clean it up. So we're trying to keep them. I'm going to show you a video. This is a piece we did with KGNS some time ago. Well, let me show you. This is a video out of Canada. Yeah? And come on. Great.
Should be fine. We're trying to boot into Windows, but it was going to take a little bit of.
Could have a couple of these. Anyway, the thing is, a pack of wipes costs $1. So I mean, that doesn't cost anything. And people keep this use. Ordinance to ban the wipes. The ordinance said that wipes have to have a big sign saying couldn't be flushed, and in the supermarket there should be a big sign saying wipes shouldn't be flushed. Now, there was a lawsuit by Johnson & Johnson, and they stopped, and they right now we're part of an association called the Underground Construction Technology, and it's several cities in South Texas that and we have like San Antonio, Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos, a bunch of them. So I'm going to propose to get us a group and trying to push the politicians to say, okay, we have a big problem, it's costing us a lot of money.
I think this past year I've already had to call the plumbers 4 or 5 times, and every time it's $450.
Mm-hmm.
And then clog the sewer lines, and these are commercial. It comes out of my pocket, you know.
These
It's
are apartment.
become a real big problem. Since the last meeting, I had a really bad. The line was just, I mean, almost impossible. I almost had to redo the whole plumbing again.
Now, what we did,
Sure, what was the name of that group that you said? It's called the what? The Underground?
Underground Construction Technology. You know, several calls every day for clog houses, and we send the vacuum truck to clog them. You know, most of the time it's inside, I would say 80% of the time it's problem inside the property. So what we do when they have a problem inside the property, we give it. And if you want to pass it. So if you have apartments, they can give you a bunch. So you
I'd
can
like to have some of these.
so you can give it to all the
Give
tenants.
everybody, you know.
And tell them, because the problem that we have is education.
Yeah.
That's it. People, I just had 5,000 made, so I'm waiting for it.
I need about 55 of them.
No, that's fine. I'll give you 55. You know,
That's me right there.
He wants to volunteer.
Jeez. Yeah.
I get Leon. That problem, like,
So you're saying the city of Laredo is part of that Underground Construction Technology
Yes.
Association?
Mhm.
Through the utilities department?
yeah, we're part of that. As a matter of fact, I'm a board member of the association.
Oh, awesome.
So we have that. So one of the things we're trying to do is say what it's all going to do. So that's
What I did with the tenants over there is I actually physically built the sign, you know, like this, and I went inside each bathroom and I put it on the on the wall right in front of the commode,
Mhm.
please do not flush white.
And where they can,
Right,
they can put it there and then just throw it to the garbage. Because there's that thing up.
I put your power, I can't get the video
Yeah,
installed ever since.
well, I did this for schools and the videos are in there. You name it, we even have dude wipes. So, you use that? Now, that's a thing, I think it's on Austin, they have. Now, these are photographs of Laredo. That's a manhole next to a clinic in, next to.
Sure.
I will tell you, but it's like that. We have to go and clean it all the time. See how. Well, that's that I already showed you. This is a video. But you won't
That was a bottom floor cleaner, right?
Huh?
A bottom floor cleaner.
Yeah. Now, this is some information from the National Association of Clean Water Agencies. They say pumps are because of what? In our lift stations, we've been replacing the pumps for some that won't get clogged. But I say, gee, well, yeah, we won't have the problem in the lift station, but we're just putting downstream. Eventually, it's gonna. We that just started putting some baskets. I'll pass them to you so you can see how.
So we do not have an ordinance here in Laredo for flushable wiping?
There is an ordinance saying that you cannot flush anything that.
Okay, so there.
To enforce, you have to go to every house, and we don't know where it is coming from.
So these are like to catch.
Yeah, we're building those, and we're spending a lot of money trying to.
Those were installed in
There and then they get caught, and we have to, and then
Basically,
once a week we go and clean. At the beginning, I tried the guys to put that on a trash can, but that thing catches everything, so this.
Let's say you didn't have this problem, would you have any idea on the savings that the city would incur from not having to clean out the wipings and the grease?
My project was asking me that. Every time we have to go and empty one of these baskets, I would say our cost. Every time we, to clean a line, it costs us about $10 per foot. That's, so if we have, right now, we just cleaning, Atlanta and Rancho Viejo. And that was. But we took 15 cubic yards, stopping there.
How many hours would it take?
Oh, it took them for a month.
A month.
There was one block that it took them 1 week.
So $250 an hour.
It is millions and millions of dollars. Now, this is, of course, it's the white, plus the grease, plus everything else that is shown. You don't know, you cannot imagine what we're taking out of the mango. We're taking everything. I mean, this is, about 6 months ago, there was this house in, what's his name? 359 South, that's subdivision.
Those
It's something around there. A week later, they got flooded with sewer. I mean, flood. But right now we have, lawyers are checking that. So I think they're trying to see The problem that we have is when we clean the line, we find place full of bricks, full of form. So that's a problem we have with people don't know the problem that is causing all of this.
And you said, when you say that, like they take the manhole cover off and throw it, or you mean through the?
That's the only way. That's the only way to do it.
So it's intentional.
In the woods, you know.
To save $15 and not go to the dump.
Yeah. I found pieces of bone renting. People was taking it and they just threw it to the, and the thing backed up, and it was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So we didn't know he was backing up until somebody told us, "Well, you have a leak." So it took us a long time to clean it. So it's I don't get bored. So mainly this is, I don't know, I'm going to show you. This handle everything, so they show everything that I cannot be shown. But yes, what we need is to do some kind of campaign and advertising. We have, you know, Marla Castañeda. She goes to schools and you know, because the kids will you know, will educate the parents most of the time. As they say, chango viejo no aprende mano. And
How about with regular toilet paper? No issue. It disintegrates as soon as you.
integrates. It's called the 3 Ps. P, poo, and paper. And that's it. Nothing else. Because what we find is there's a lot of feminine hygiene. We found, you know, if you flush a paper towel, that won't disintegrate because it's made to hold more. But paper, there's a video there that shows that. Again, they shake it, they put it through a funnel, and the paper just goes through, and the other one gets clogged on too.
Are those videos uploaded?
On utilities, but I'm going to do it. The thing is, since they are made by other cities, we so that's you know, they're on YouTube, and I can what I can do is I can put the links so you can anybody can. You'll find a lot. I mean, all kinds. So what I was saying, what we need is, I was telling Mike Rogers the other day, we need probably to get with some environment. You know, those guys have more you know, probably more time and people to go and this every day, to go out and start doing presentations. I can do it, but not daily. So we need somehow to educate people. We need help from those guys. We have Marla. You know Marla. But she does, you know, all that. She does water conservation. She does. The last time that we had the boiling water, they were going crazy, all of them, because they had to go move Saturday, Sunday, they work. So we don't hire a company to do a campaign, but I don't know how much it would be, and I don't know if we have a budget for that. We're planning to talk to Ria. I was talking to Mike. She's going to start to be a big mess because we're beginning to short church restaurants. So eventually, we're gonna be charging $1.5 million a year just in floor traffic review. Until people learn that they have to be, just have to be clean. Santo Niño, for instance, is bad and grease.
Just your
I
bacon
mean,
grease.
it's bad and grease.
Putting
Pour
it down the
your
sink.
Yeah,
Yes.
this time of the year is terrible because you put the turkey and so we have people, yes. So
So
that's
the
why
best thing to
we
do
need
would
to
be-
educate the people. We can control the restaurants because they have to have a grease trap. And you have to have certain amount of contaminants. If you go over that, we charge. There's a formula that we charge. I have some charges from $5 to $1,500 in one restaurant. The cooking oil, mainly they don't put it in a container, and there's a company that comes and brings it to site. Yeah,
It's the grease trap that piles up.
it's everything that comes
They don't
from the
clean
same.
That grease get hard and go in the trash.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, throw it in the trash.
Right now, we're talking with San Antonio. In San Antonio, they have grease traps. So they grease traps up to 100 gallons can be cleaned by a plumber or by the owner. They just have to be certified by sauce. The wet bag, clean it, and put it in a bag and put it in the trash can. Because grease is organic. I mean, this is not a contaminant. But the problem with the grease in the sewer is that it's like cholesterol. It's the same. It starts getting, around. Look, this is a forward. This is also
And it gets real hard.
gets real hard,
Cannot be removed by the.
and you cannot be, they cannot be, has changed and rotated and takes put it in the truck, clean it with that, and it pour it real nice. That. So my
I know there was talks about the possibility of giving out plastic funnels.
uh, that division does. They keep this away. So if you put it in one of these tanks, you put the grease in here, then close it down, put it down. You can, I brought a couple, but if you want, they can. So that's, and these they sell them at, I think at the, I'm not sure. You can have it. We haven't made a cap for canned soups. So you can use a canned soup and then just put it in there, put the cap, put it in the freezer, and when it gets hard, many things. We need to have the people know and learn that the problem that we have. And I'm surprised. In cleaning soups. So that's something I'm looking at.
How much would it cost to give everybody one of these?
Those things, I think they cost like $8.
But you don't necessarily need this, right?
You can have that.
And these are, how much are these more?
They shouldn't be that expensive, a couple bucks.
It might be an investment.
Or you go and pay your water bill, they just take one. We can take it, it's for free. So we're just beginning, we're planning to see. Research, probably we can separate some of that money that we collected, try to do the little thing.
So if we were to give these to people that install their units, maybe they would use them if they had them.
Me.
Right, maybe.
It's like when my guy. So then we just go, wow, okay.
I can work with this.
So that's what we are basically doing in these two for all of these problems that we have. And see it growing and that's. So we're trying to do as much as we can. I hope eventually we're going to have a basket in all our reef stations. Now we'll need another. $50,000.
Well, I think when people are looking at lowering taxes and things like that, and we have these issues going on that maybe people don't think about or realize, and it's very expensive and it's a problem, it's good for you to bring awareness so that we can know that, hey, if we were to and it would be good for everyone. I mean, we shouldn't have to be, causing this kind of mess unnecessarily when there's solutions.
Yeah, no, and like I say, this is not only. We haven't had those many overflows lately. We try and we have identified the areas where there's a lot of trees and there's a lot of practice. We have 700 miles to fight, so we don't know where it's gonna happen the next time. It can happen, like I say, San Antonio is right in Greece, but we have at the country club, houses club with. One time in Del Mar, there was this guy. In Del Mar there was a house and it was club. So finally. And it was heavy, it was full of grease. It was all grease. So we have a lot of people that do the cooking, that they say plates and everything goes to down the drain.
And that's when they have like the, what's it called, the one you put in the sink.
He's throwing all kinds of junk into the sewer. And I don't know if you've seen our vacuum trucks, they have big signs that says, toilets are not trash cans. So we're trying to see that. So we're getting that. That's guidance.
Yeah, they don't understand.
So I don't know if you have any question. Well, if you can see, we have a nice problem with.
The next item on the agenda, item number 6, would be a presentation of possible action on new TPDES requirements.
I just put this on here to get the ball rolling. We got a new TPDES permit, which is our stormwater permit, excuse me, and at the next meeting for the committee to review it. One for sure would be regulating the pesticide companies. And then we'll probably have another one. With water quality. senators before me. But I just wanted to add that, to kind of struck the committee, those ordinances.
Item number 7 is items for next meeting. I don't know if anyone has any ideas about any topics we may need to cover or want to cover at our next gathering.
Someone brought up at the north, that park, the North Central Park, that people are not using the
First to you know.
taking them home or whatever. Well, I don't know what you can do. Again, it's an education thing. It's difficult.
Or
It's difficult
they're
here.
not reselling them, I don't know.
Well, maybe they're not getting refilled yet. I mean, it's everywhere. And there's a lot of people that, I mean, everybody has a dog now. So there's lots of dogs in the city now.
A meeting with Echo Madres group, and they're trying to put on, we're trying to organize a town hall, it's an environmental town hall. And they asked for someone to speak from the city, and they threw your name out. So maybe educating the public on this issue, having somebody like maybe him or from his office talk about this would probably be good for the people that are going to be attending.
Yeah,
That's
that would be
gonna happen
great.
like in March,
Gotta
or
be done.
we're trying to figure out what day, but comadres.
Eco mothers.
Eco mother.
Well, it's not just, yeah, it's like comadres.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a new
Environmental
word?
chit chat.
Yeah. Let's see.
Environmental chit chat.
Comadres. Eco-comadres.
Yeah, I think
Eco-comadres.
Trisha, it came from. She's also like an environmental.
Yeah, no, we'll gladly.
I told her that I was gonna see you today, and I said, oh, okay, I'll ask him if he's interested, and then, so she might be calling you.
Sure.
Well, with that, I guess I'll make a motion to adjourn.